Chaos. Blur.
Alright, how we doing, everybody? Happy 4th of July to everybody. This is Bobby Gaines, otherwise known as Chaos Blur. Thank you so much for staying tuned today for a red, white, and blur stream here with the Blur. Appreciate everybody voting on the Twitter poll that I had about a week ago, although by everybody I highly suspect it was just Bex, maybe one other person, although only one vote ever showed up on the damn thing. But anyway, it has been a long-standing tradition, and by long-standing I mean maybe 4 or 5 years since I started streaming on the 4th of July. It's been a long streaming tradition to play racing games. I don't know how that happened or why that happened, but here we are. We've got Mario Kart World, a fantastic racing game that came out, of course, around this time last year, back in June of 2025. So, I can't even remember what I played last year for 4th of July. I don't think it was this game, even though I think I had a Switch 2 by then, or maybe it was later in July I got one. But anyway, all things being what they are, like I said, Mario Kart World right now, live on the channel. Hey, y'all, really is Happy Treason Day. What's going on? Can't remember the term now. Is it Frohe, not Frohe Weihnachten, Frohe Tag der Deutschen Einheit, even though it's not that. But also I don't think it's Frohe. That's what was really throwing me. But welcome to the stream, Bex. We got some Mario Kart World action coming up. But as I've been trying to do in some of my recent streams, and I'll obviously do it today, is we are looking at a special stream. We're going to start a special stream with a special poll, which is favorite 4th of July food. Now, I'm actually not huge on 4th of July food. I mean, I'm not really huge on food for any holidays, but I guess I'll go ahead and vote on this as well. And, you know, these are foods that you can have any day, not just 4th of July, but they're foods that I would associate with 4th of July. Of course, you got your hamburger, hot dogs, potato chips, steak, and other. I actually didn't know what to put, so I just put other, like some kind of, like, bizarre thing, but really, not really. But I'll tell you what's really independent, in addition to America, is the fact that we got this whole game here, this Mario Kart World, just an open world racing game that you can just go anywhere you want and do anything you want except for play circuit races at your leisure, because sometimes the game locks you into the intermission tracks. But for the most part, it is an independent game made by an independent studio. No, just kidding. It's made by Nintendo, one of the biggest studios going right now. I picked other because Tom Brady's Chaos. It really was not. I mean, I also didn't, to be fair, I didn't know like what else there is. I'm sure there are other things, but yeah, here in America, we're free to stream on various days of the week and wait for loading screens as we wait for the online to pop in. But yeah, what's going on? How you doing, Bex? I don't know if there is a tradition in Germany for any Independence Day activity. I also don't know why this is taking so long. I don't even have a way to exit out of this. So I I guess we're waiting. Hey, yo. We're waiting right now. Well, I wonder what Tom Brady's doing right now. Actually, I don't really care. But if I did, I still wouldn't care. I do enjoy Tom Brady's Kale not being an option. It's alright, Kale. Okay, well, at least the music hasn't stopped. Okay, what the heck is going on with this? We're figuring out what's going on with it right now. Had barbecue today, nice. I'll be having some barbecue later. When I do, look out. I wonder how long it would actually make me wait. Probably pretty long if I let it. I get it doesn't, like, go right in, but... So it doesn't even matter if I pick Knockout Tour or whatever I pick, it's gonna still, like, block me out. One thing I can think of... Okay, yeah. One thing I can think of is exactly what the problem is. The internet. Yeah, that would do it. Got a little faster in my, my older age here. Oh, my main network's not even showing up. Oh, yeah, it is. Hey, yo. Yeah, well, here comes the password, I guess. So, gaming, yeah, what's the deal with that? Just imagine, pretty soon this is the only way we'll be able to get our games is through the internet. That's a scary thought. Because I don't really trust the internet at all. Yeah, you really do. And I kind of knew it as I was doing it. That's why I was trying to type as fast as I could, but... It doesn't matter, because I don't even think my Wi-Fi is going to work in my own house, let alone outside the house. I really am going to be getting hacked immediately. Okay, details of the problem ready for review. Well, you better start obtaining it. Okay. Ah. Yeah, we tried. Of course, this is the one, well, not the one day, but one of the days I had to go, face cam. Alright, I see why. Well, I never claimed that. Never claimed to be pro at any of this. Of course, you already know what I'm going to say, which is that, like, this all worked this morning before I went on, but... It only has to not work now. So, internet, eh? I don't want to mess anything up on my computer, because, like, it's the only other thing. I'm like, well, I don't want to, like... I'm obviously online, because I got my stream going, but I don't want to, like, mess up the internet on here. Or on, yeah, on the actual computer. That's why I don't want to, like, reset the router or whatever, because then I'm going to throw myself off the internet. See, I don't want to do that. That's the one I usually connect to. Alright. Amazing. As I live and breathe. As you can see, I really did a lot there to change that. Like, that really... I really earned that one. I mean, if it doesn't work after a certain time, I'll just play the game single player, which I know is kind of boring, but... I don't want to just sit here on the loading screen all day. For a little while. Alright, fine, I'll sit on the loading screen. Pick him because he was already picked. More, right now. Whee! Searching for players. Played this game since the last time. I did play Mario Kart 8 a little more recently, and surprisingly, there's still a lot of people playing that. For the OG Switch. Oh, hold on. I joined. We're joining right now. Whee! What a race it'll eventually be. I feel more comfortable already. A little cookout action later. Watch out, spike ball. Meantime, the poll for today's got a few minutes ago. We are tied at 1. Chocolate. Ooh, this one. Work Koopa. Alright, what we got? Peach Stadium. I'd say Wario Stadium's a very, like, American type of course. Like, just based on that. What do you call it? That image there. It's, like, very in-your-face, sort of, fireworks going off. Picture, like, what do you call it? Motorcycles going through, like... Oh, no, there's a problem with the connection. I don't picture that. Ah. That's the end of that. More Mario Kart. Not right now. Well, when you think about it. Our forefathers went to a lot of trouble to make sure that we could have internet. They didn't say it'd be good internet. Or internet at all, even. They did mention it. Alright, nope. I got internet. Like, it's showing the... Yeah, it's showing the bars there. Never said it'd be good internet, but it did say there'd be internet. Heyo. Well, if this doesn't work, then I really will just do a Grand Prix or something and then just keep checking it from there. Seriously, like, I don't know what else to say. But I haven't already said. The thing is, this will probably work fine in a few hours, but that doesn't really help us right now. Heyo. Heyo, heyo, baked cookies and burnt burgers bonanza. Hey, what's up, Rem? If you like burnt cookies and whatever the heck you just said, we got plenty of options. But we have the 4th of July poll right here. So no cookout, hey. I mean, all right. I'm not having a cookout because I'm going to one. But anyway, tell you what, I really like to do is go to a game of Mario Kart, but that does not appear to be happening anytime soon at the rate this is going. All right, and now we don't have internet. That's fantastic. Really is not fantastic. Alright, we'll give this one more try, and then I'm just gonna try just single player for a little while or something. So we're doing something. Do enjoy doing something. You know, a game doesn't require... Yeah, that is true. It does not. It's also not a very good game, and I have a feeling this isn't going to work. It worked! Alright, I'll give this 5 minutes. When I do, look out. But yeah, you're right about that. Although it's also not a very good game, but yeah, technically. How could you have no... Thank you! Thank you! Somebody asked it! You guys have no idea. And this happens all the time, but sometimes it's happened the other way, as we've seen. It just, yeah, thank you. It's whatever. I would say it's infuriating, but that's not even the word. It's just, there's like no logic behind it at all, so. It looks like it's gonna hang again on the internet, so. Oh, no, it's not. Alright, I lied. Sorry. I'll be a little more patient, that's all. But yeah, no, I've been saying this for I don't know how long now. Everyone's like, oh, the stream crashed. I'm like, really? Then why am I still on the internet? Like, it works the other way too, where it's like, oh, the internet's not working, then how's the stream on? It's like, tell me about it. Like, it's just, that's the whole thing. It's just, it is what it is. I would say there's just gremlins in this house, but they've been in, like, every house I've ever been in, so I think my life just has gremlins. I don't mean the cute little movie characters, although I guess in this case I do. Anyway, no Kim doesn't track. Oh my god. Nope, that's it. Alright, I'm not doing this. Well, we're gonna play the freaking Grand Prix mode or something. Or Grand Prix right now. Like, I can try it after a Grand Prix or something, but, we're getting Knockout Tour. Yeah, let's do a Knockout Tour. Yeah, good job. It's not like a 4th of July version of Mario, is there? Probably is with all these Marios. Oh, that's ridiculous. What place is this Mario? I extra bought month of... God damn it! Alright, now I don't know what to do. Well, we'll try one regular knockout thing. And we'll see if we can't do something better with this. I don't know, this seems pretty 4th of July-y. It really does seem rather 4th of July-like. Alright, here we go. Mario Kart right now. 3, 2, 1, go. It wasn't even a Mario Kart item, it's just a random coconut. Cataquack. Love the Cataquack. Ciao. Ouch! Damn it again. Ouch! Hello, why are you down? Heyo. Ouch! Not what I wanted to have happen there. Go! Up on the first gate here. Ouch! No, we're not! Well, we still are, but not ideal, obviously. There we go. Uh-oh. Hey, yo! Happy America Day, thank you. What's going on, Big Mac? I believe the German equivalent is October 3rd, tagged at Deutsche Einheit. Get in here for me. Hey, yo! Since you didn't just get hit by all those hammers. Playing a little knockout tour at the moment in the single-player variety because our Wi-Fi has been, well, uncooperative, let's say. Definitely not independent. Without its issues. So as we, chill on this 4th of July and enjoy our time here, hopefully we'll get to some online Mario Kart action at some point, but for right now, just, enjoying the friendship and the various things that this day brings. Still a pretty exciting day, ouch. It is, of course, America's 250th birthday. It's been a long time that America's been chilling, being all American and whatnot. Watch out, various, ouch, various shells. opponents blasting on by. It is doing something right now. Ooh, boomerang. Watch out. Okay, here we go. A lot of booze. That is like my favorite item in the game. Time for this. Alright, random beach Mario. I guess that does kind of work for the aforementioned 4th of July. So if we ever get into the online mode, I do want to select like some more beach-themed courses. Like this is a very 4th of July looking area here. It actually is a real fitting analog. True. I should, yeah. Go. Try it. I was due for one. Funny enough, it's also the day of the last Retromania to be held at the old Metropolis, October 3rd of last year, 2025. It's not nearly as significant of an event, but still, this is something that I always remember, because I remember thinking, like, that was the day we did it, October 3rd of 2025, the last Retropolis, Retromania episode. Spinies. Monkey Man. Oh, Donkey Kong, man. I've started to learn your ways, Darthumian. How you doing today? Happy 4th. I've started to learn your ways with some of the terms you use and, like, what they mean, like, in English. Like, Monkey Man, what's that? Oh, that is a way to say Donkey Kong. It is. And Laborde, which is French for the board. I would offer you can play some Mario Kart with us online, but even I can't play Mario Kart with me online right now. AI viewers by those people, even on the 4th of July, you think they would at least spice it up with a little 4th of July language, like, hey, dun, 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 dun. I don't know how they would say that, but it's like, hey, Patriots, enjoy some American viewers on streamboo.america. I don't know. Move the space. Move the colonists. That's all I can really say right now. How long is this? It is more fun online. I mean, it's fine not online. We're still playing Mario Kart. Oof, that show was pretty fierce. Alright, down to 8. Yeah, Mr. Bot. Mr. Bot, a party hello from the Chaos Bird crew, or the Chaos crew, if you will. Ouch! Alright, don't do that. Damn it. Gotta be 4th or better. So far, we are not being 4th or better. Ouch! It's like some classic Mario Kart stuff now, and there's 8 players, just like in Mario Kart 64 and pretty much every game since then until this one. Oh no, not World, 8 had 12 players. I do enjoy Beep. Oh no! Oh, what a terrible time to lose those mushrooms. Check for that. Try to squeeze into 4th place or better here, otherwise we could be done with this one pretty soon. And we are. Down. Watch out. Ouch! That's not good. Okay. Okay. Why not have freedom? That's what I was thinking of. I couldn't even think of the terminology that would make it more American. Yet I am an Earth. Alright, last lap. Get into the finals here. Hey, yo, I forgot about coleslaw. As far as 4th of July foods go, I didn't forget about it in general, like I knew it was a thing, but I'm still talking about 4th of July foods, and that poll was rather inconclusive. God damn it. I think this is actually a Mario Land reference, this particular arena here. It says, oh no, there's a law. Read what that is. Oh no, that's the end of the race. I didn't realize how, like, close. I mean, I knew we were close, but yeah, that was kind of ridiculous. Also, I don't just have American Dew today. I just ruined it. I don't have a Mountain Dew today. I have American Dew today. It's the same thing. They just changed the name. They just changed the name from Mountain to America, but it is American Dew. credit for that. Well, it's freaking... I like how quick you were on that response. It's just Mountain Dew with a different label. Anyway. Let's see what this whole coleslaw deal's about. His law says mix cabbage and carrots with other stuff and you get a salad. It's a bizarre law, but hey. Those are the kind of things that we had. Camera only showed 3 stars. Shouldn't it be 50? Your camera... Oh, wait, 3 stars out of what? I'm like, well, yeah, but that would be really hard to fit. 50 stars, but I see what you did there. Little America reference there. I can dig that. All right, let's see if the internet's working again. And if it is, go ahead and play it. If it's not, then that's it. You get rid of the steak German for 10 minutes. No, I don't know what that is, so I don't know that I got rid of it. I don't think I have it on for today, but yeah, no, there's a lot to unpack there. Like, why am I having steak with German Mountain Dew? That, yeah, there's a lot going on there. Alright, so that's not working. And sure enough, there it is, not working up on the top. See if we can get it working right now. Random clip! Yeah, it seems like as good a time as any for that. You got rid of the speak German for 10 minutes. Well, first of all, it was speak German for 5 minutes. And
For a
second
lie?
of all, I didn't get rid of it. It's not
you
active
have an
today.
Aku mask? I really do. It's right behind me.
Okay, now that's saying
I would put it on, but it's not really the kind of mask you can put on. It's just a flat
well,
thing. I
Independence
have it on
Day,
the
as
wall.
far as the American
It's from when I
one
was
would
Crash
be,
Bandicoot a couple Halloweens ago.
Freiheit
What
Tag,
the?
or well, that's Freedom
Or
Day.
what lie? Yep.
Technically, unabhängig. I don't know if that's even a word, but unabhängig is like independent.
Survived the Gauntlet of Realms!
Tag der Deutschen Einheit.
Yeah, see, now it's glitching, because now there's, like, actually, like, action happening, and I'm not just standing there.
What's going on in that
But
game?
why? That shouldn't matter, though. Right? Maybe it does. Like, maybe it literally does. I really don't know.
What? Why was that even mentioned? Oh, here we go. Alright, we can
It really does.
10 seconds.
The Streamlabs, I mean, never worked brilliantly, but it was working pretty well like a month ago, and then it did this last update, and since then it's just been like almost every game has done
this.
this.
Is a buffering clip, but if you mean the actual random clip kind of annoys me sometimes. But
They really do.
yeah, let me see if this does anything. Anyway, let's get back to the Mario Kart, and we'll see how the buffering goes momentarily. There you go. I don't know what the heck kind of food that was. Alright, Mario. Kind of a 4th of July look for him. Oh, here we go. Oh, alright, there we go. More Mario Kart right now. Did I get Independence Day right, by the way? I mean, my guess was like Freiheit Tag, or maybe... Actually, I don't know. Unabhängigkeit is a word? I literally just made that up based on the word I know, which is unabhängig, which is independent, or technically I think it's like not depending on anything. Unabhängig, I literally just made that word up. Because I know the word unabhängig, so I just put kite at the end of it. But I could have also just said height, but I guess it is kite. Looks like it's kite. Unabhängig Tag. That is one reason I really do love German for that. It's like if you know like a half a word, you can kind of just like guess the other half, but that's pretty cool. I don't know why I'm so excited about that. Just the fact that I just threw a word out there based on what I thought the word was. But yes, to answer your question, I shortened it more because, well, to be fair, there is no set timer on that. So for a random clip, all I do is hit the button and like, I let the clips play. Sometimes it's 5 clips, sometimes it's more clips, because a clip is not like a unit of time. Like, some of my clips are like literally 10 seconds long. I think I saw somebody named Beckazon said hello in there. I do appreciate you joining, Bex, and wherever you might be, but who knows how long it'll last, or maybe your German internet will help my American internet, and together we'll have one working internet connection. But yeah, the random clip does not have a set timer. It's not like 3 minutes or 1 minute. It's just a set number. Not even a set number. I just said it's not a set number, but anyhow. Also, it kind of also helped me shorten it. The fact that the internet seemed to be like having some issues, so I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna keep doing random clip when I got my internet on the Switch not doing that great, and then also Bex had mentioned it was like buffering for her. So I'm like, okay, let's not make this worse by playing 10 more random clips. So that was more of a situational thing where I'm like, okay, let's just... But then again, they're all situational. Whenever I do a random clip, it's always like, okay, let's, you know, maybe I'll do 3 of them. Maybe I'll do a bunch of them. Maybe I won't do that many. It depends on what it is. I can see the benefits. I can see the pros and cons of either approach here. This is the furthest I made it so far. What is it? You have the right idea, but pay attention to spelling unabgangikite. To be fair, I haven't tried to spell it. I'm pretty sure I would spell it wrong, but now that I see it, I can spell it. But yeah, I wasn't really spelling it when I said it, unless I'm just saying it so wrong that it sounds like another word. But I've been saying unabgangikite, or unabgangikite. See, you're right. Now I'm thinking about it, but I appreciate that because I need to think about it. If I'm speaking a language, I don't want to just be like, oh, good enough, right? Like, no, I need to say the word correctly. I don't even redeem it anymore. Oh, I don't, if we're talking about random clip again, I don't mind. But what I was going to say also is about the German reward that you're talking about. That's a reward that's on maybe 3/4 of the time. Like, that has been on, I don't think I had it on yesterday's stream either, but it's not always on. But anyway, I do see Bex has joined the race, which is cool to see. Of course, her internet actually works, so it's not surprising that we got her on the stream for that. But yeah, I mean, look, random clip is one of those where I'm just in the middle on it. Like, there's some rewards I really don't like. There's some rewards I do like. I'd say random clip, it's okay. Like I was a little more psyched about it when I first started doing it, and it's kind of just gotten old to me. But it's not terrible. Communication error has occurred. Well, who predicted that? Pretty much everybody. Although it didn't give me the same error. It didn't give me the same little whatever blip or whatever it was giving me before. Not gang, hang. There is a G, there's an H, not G at that spot. You're right, I was saying gong, because I was thinking of the word like a gong and like going or something. It is hong, which sometimes I say it that way, sometimes I don't. Alright, sorry, Bex. Yeah, I mean, you're still racing, I assume. Funny enough, it loaded right back in, so that's weird. Yeah, we should have taken more pictures. Who knows how long it was ever going to last. Well, I'm on the track I would have been racing on. But yeah, you're right. That's another minor, not minor, that's a real mistake on my part. I joined! What was even the point of that? See, that might not have been an internet issue, because I got right back in. But then what is it, though? If it was not an internet issue, what is it? It was well, because an internet issue gives you that little QR code where it goes blip, and then it goes cannot connect, reset your router or something. This was just the race just stopped, and it gave me more of a switch pop-up. What's the difference, right? I don't know. Yeah, see, it just did it again. And I don't know. It could still be an internet issue, but then why would it still boot into the internet? Before it wasn't even doing this. It would go to the loading screen, and then... Yeah, look at that, went right in. Not a big deal, I do enjoy learning. Especially since I didn't know that was even... I knew on a gang kick. I think what's getting me confused is where the H is. Unhabangig. I knew that was a word. I didn't know that you could just put kite at the end of it. Now that's a word, too. I like how there's an intersection here. It actually has a little GPS map in the bottom right. Oh, here we go. You joined. Okay, that's a little bit of a step in the right direction here. See Bex again. Hopefully this race lasts longer than the last one. Oh, hold on, that went right in. I'm actually trying to pick the more water beachy ones today. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. We have to mention 4th of July, but... Unfortunately, we've been streaming for 35 minutes-ish, so we've done one race all this time. The rest of it's been just not racing. Hey, a coin. So at least let me pick up that coin before there's some random glitch that knocks us out. So I feel like if I stream for an hour and a half or 2 hours like I usually do, we're gonna have maybe 3 races in that whole time. I hope I'm wrong. I don't even know where it is. Oh, there we go. I'm where's the cursor that tells me what race we're on? And it is that one for the Faraway Oasis, or Far Oasis. Alright, this time we got it. Apparently I lost, points for that, too. Even though I got disconnected, it took points off my ranking as if I disconnected on purpose to avoid a loss. But the race hadn't even started yet. It's not well, the game doesn't know that. It's just a mindless machine, like so many mindless machines. Alright, here we go. Yep, damn it, I was gonna say, until the race actually plays and something actually happens, I'm not gonna believe it. And sure enough, We got to 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm like, until we actually get to gameplay, I ain't counting on nothing. Because I've seen this movie too many times. And until I see it get to that point, it's just fooling me now. Like, it's just like, yeah, sure, we'll let you look at the game. Exactly. Was that Gronk or something? That guy? Yeah, because now we're back to, like, rolling tire loading screen. This is more what I expected, but it still hasn't technically said the internet's not working. God damn it. Es tut mir leid, wir haben es versucht. Okay, still has me with internet. Thought it did anyway. Cable and not Wi-Fi. I actually do have my PS5 that way, but funny enough, with the PS5, that also drops internet sometimes, so that doesn't even always fix it. Switch 2, I will say, and Switch, but they've both been reliable with internet. But my favorite question is still Rem, like, if the internet doesn't work, then how do we have a stream? And I'm like, yeah, we don't really know that. Nobody knows that. This is terrible. No freedom to work worldwide today of all days. Yeah, basically. Hey, yo. That's a horrible 4K, but it's too late in there. What can you expect right now? Hey, yo! Yeah. I know you're being facetious, but it really is going to probably be that expensive soon. Alright, I'm going to do 1 Grand Prix, just because I want to play some of this damn game. When I do, look out. I still can't believe this was an $80 game. I mean, I know, like, with the Switch bundle or whatever, it was only $50 or whatever, but... yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. I mean, it's a good game, but is it like an $80 good game? I don't think so. I mean, you got freaking, what do you call it? Forza Horizon 6, which granted was free on Game Pass, but even if you bought that, what is it, like $60, $70? But that's like a huge game, and so are other racing games of that ilk. And this game's good. It's got good quality for what's there. But what makes it, it's not even, to me, it's not even as good as the Mario Kart game that came before it. Mario Kart 8, which had a lot of good content and a lot of it. This game has less content. It's still really good, but I just don't, I mean, I understand the price hike, but also not like it. It's not like, yeah, I get the open world is more expansive than having a bunch of little courses in the other one, but unless you're just really obsessed with driving around the open world, which is good, it's fun to drive around the open world, but unless you're really obsessed with that, you're not really getting your money's worth for $80 on this game. Like, you're basically just getting a bigger Mario Kart game. Like, just, you know, there's not even, I would say there's more courses, there's not. There's like 35 or 36 courses in this game compared to like 90-something in the last one, and even taking out the DLC, the original game had like 48, so I don't know. I mean, you know, Mario Kart World was also around for like 2 or 3 console generations, so it had time to build up all that content, which is just another reason why they could have just made the game $50 or $60 to begin with, and then just charged like another $10 for the extra courses. Eventually it would have gotten up to 80 with other things. Like, they didn't need to also make the base game 80, you know? Like, because you know they're going to eventually add content to this game, but you'll probably have to pay for however much it is, you know, a couple packs of content, which would be fine if you hadn't already spent $80 on the base game. Now you're going to be in the game for like $100 or whatever when you think about it. I'm not trying to dig that debate back up again. It's just kind of funny. This game's been out for like a year, and basically nothing's changed. Nothing's really made it like more substantial to the point where I'm like, oh, you know what? I see Nintendo's vision. Like, it's not like there's like a story mode or anything in here. Like, I don't even know what that would be, but like, there have been other Mario Kart games even that had like other modes that aren't in this one. Like, the Mario Kart DS had like a whole mission mode. Like, there have been other things in Mario Kart games to make them a little bit more palatable for the price, which Mario Kart games have always been a reasonable price, I think. Like, even the older games that were, you know, $50, whatever the going rate was, they weren't like drastically higher than other games, but they also, you know, they gave you what you wanted. A good amount of content, and you could keep playing it, and that was it. That was the replay value. It still is, but you still can replay these games infinitely. Doesn't matter. We all still have the game. Most of us did pay $50 for it, essentially. If you got the Switch pack with Mario Kart World, which I did. Yeah, it's been fun. We're playing it right now. More fun if we were online, but we'll try that after this Grand Prix. don't get is why it would even, like, let me get into the online mode as much as it did. Like, I basically had a race picked, you know, had a course picked, it went around, the little voting thing, it started the course, 3, 2, 1, go, and then it's like, nah, you know what, I just decided we don't work anymore. It's like, what? I mean, I don't have to re-describe it or recap it, we were all there for it, but still, it's just really bizarre in my opinion. Alright, second race, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's a road trip. Gotta stop for a bit to eat. Wow! Weird noise. Ciao. Oh, right now. Oh, nice shot. Alright, here we go. Also, right now. Oh no. Oh, I turned into Charging Chuck! This is a very rare power-up, the Mega power-up. Say the cameo power-up, but that kind of is what it is. Just a cameo of a bunch of different enemies. Whoa. What kind of rooftop just has random rails dangling over it for people to grind go-karts on? Mario Kart World, literally, but also Crown City is the actual name of this course, isn't that? And Crown City, that's a common feature. For all your kart grinding convenience, I guess. Or kart grinding convenience. Right now. Whee! Oh, nice save. I don't know that. Oh, no, not nice save. I don't know that would have really done anything, but. Ouch, no! Oh, I just lost first to Daisy this time. I don't think that's even who finished first or second last time, but. No, first, because yeah, whatever. Interesting. So 24 to 24 up at the top. 20 is the second place score, essentially. Yeah, we'll try again on the online after this Grand Prix. I just wanted to have something to do in between racing and in between attempts to, is that a scissor whip? In between attempts to get the internet to work. Let's see what it is right now. Third race, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Awesome. Rosalina's bus story. She's doing everything these days. Mario Galaxy movie. She's doing freaking Mario Galaxy. She's in this game. She's doing bus tours. I mean, crazy what Rosalina's been up to. In Mario Party. I think she's in Mario. Probably everyone's in Mario Party. Watch out. Yeah, 4th of July. Back again. Hopefully everyone's got a great day ahead of them. I know it should be a good one. Let's see what good one it is right now. Fire. Not fireworks, just regular old fire. Bomb. Okay, I just threw that like a foot away. Oh shoot, he's got a bomb too, but he just like put it right in front of himself. He's a moron. Want a bomb? I got one right here in my display. Not that it really shows up on camera, but it is there. Watch out. Fun little ouch. So this is a fun little course, huh? And then it really wasn't that fun in the end. But, oh, it's Monkey Man, as Dark Umi calls him. That is to say, Donkey Kong. DK, Donkey Kong. DK, Donkey Kong is here. Watch out. In fact, DK Spaceport is the last race in this Grand Prix, so that should be enjoyable as well. Oh. Okay, watch out. Another bomb, man. These are common items, the bombs. Usually you have to, like, wait for those. Every once in a while they get one. Alright, that's a fun little rail grinding segment, huh? See if we can actually hold on to first this time, now that I just jinxed it. Out. Oh, why? I hate getting stuck on the side of a train. Oh no! It's hammer time! Oh no, it's red shell time! Ouch! Oh, I'm gonna lose again! This time to Donkey Kong. Holy cripe. That is a shame, but, I mean, it basically was a very by-the-books Mario Kart loss, you know, just doing okay for most of it, and then that happens. It's whatever. So, interesting point spread there. I jump into first place out of, not technicality, but just numbers, by 1 point, 36-35, but still one race to go, so obviously this will determine it. The winner of this race will likely win the whole Grand Prix, and it will be on my favorite course in the game. This is my favorite course in the game coming up, Donkey Kong Spaceport, right now. Or Donkey Kong Spaceport, coming right up. Here we go. Mario time. 3, 2, 1, go. Did he just dab? See, these aren't online players either. This is that's, you know, the regular computer AI. Just freaking dabbed on me there. Alright. Cool, I guess. Alright, here we go. Ouch, no! Go figure, the monkey character's throwing bananas behind him. Like, dude, man. Such a generic thing to have done. It really is. Whoa, what the heck jump was that? I know there's a jumping item in this game, like a feather or whatever, but I didn't realize it did that. Watch out. Wow, alright. Look, I really did not gain a lot of ground by doing that either. Oh, that's right. It's a long race. 8 laps. I know they're shorter laps, but still. Because we still have to get to the official thing. There you go. Audio time. We got Daisy in here as well. She's going to be mixing it up. All right down to the wire here. Okay, DK is feeling blue dog. Okay, I'm like, what are you talking about? Blue dog. Combining the different terms there to make the full Eiffel 65 song. Is Eiffel 65 even from France, like the band? Is that why they're Eiffel 65? I don't remember what the significance of that name is. Selection there, one hit there. I mean, I do enjoy that song. I cannot see. I was gonna say, actually, it does affect me. Usually that, like, ink blot effect doesn't do that much, but this time, just because of how, like, sharp it is, like, it is all over the screen. Like, it is very distracting. Mission accomplished there. Still got another couple laps in this course. I don't know why I went for that. Oh, wow, alright. Good year for Donkey Kong. A lot of Donkey Kong stuff in this game, plus Donkey Kong Bonanza. So they were really going hard for Donkey Kong when the Switch 2 came out. Oh, shoot. Ah, man, it's like my favorite part of the course, and I just got bombed for it. I love this part of the course. The verticality and everything is fantastic, but it doesn't matter. Alright, maybe I can do this part, but it's still a really fun course in totality. I would do like a whole Grand Prix just here, like just do 4 different races on this. Ooh, oh no, that's gonna be that might be the barrel that cost me the whole thing. Unless he gets hit by one, we're running out of time here. No, that's it. He's gonna win. He's gonna win the whole Grand Prix. That is a shame there. I mean, it was gonna come down to that anyway, but yeah, that last stretch, I beat Daisy, but I did not beat Donkey Kong, so that's it. In total, I end up losing the whole thing by a score of 50 to 48. Very disappointing. I mean, you tell me I get 48 points in a Grand Prix, that's usually good enough to win, but hey, Donkey Kong and Daisy both played good games. Donkey Kong came out on top at the end there. I think I was second in like every race. So that's, you know, almost fitting. Maybe I finished first in one of them. No, I'm pretty sure every single race I finished second, so I mean, I guess it just makes sense that I finished second for the whole thing. Obviously, if I had pulled first out there, I could have at least gotten, well, I would have gotten first for the whole thing, with the funnier thing being that, whatever. It happened the way it happened. Right now, we're going to try the online mode again. See how it goes right now, but try it anyway. So I know that is the main draw of this game, or at least one of them. Yeah, alright, we're in. Until we're not. I'm not going to get too invested in what car or character I pick when I'm likely going to just get booted out before the game even starts. But here we go. Alright, here we go again. Get it. Until I get to the race. Alright, that's great that we can pick the course and everything, and it's almost too fast. And, like, where is everybody else? Like, I feel like that's the issue. It's like, you know, just plot me in the game, and then before the game even starts, it's just gonna be like, nope. I've been through this too many times now where I'm like, yeah, I can tell something's wrong, you know? Like, even right now, I feel like something's wrong here. There's no other people on the road, like, no other players. I understand it's like a big open road, but, like, we should be able to see somebody else. If there's, like, 20 players or whatever I'm seeing there. And the other slots aren't getting... Yep, there we go, thank you. Like, it just... You would just feel it, you know? Like, it just did not feel right. So, we're not gonna sit and wait for that. We're gonna go ahead and do another Grand Prix, because it did not feel right. It was just... I couldn't describe it. It's like, yeah, it's working, what's the problem? It's like, no, it's not gonna work. It's gonna tease me, it's gonna do all that stuff, but... Yeah, it's Mario time. Alright, yeah, we'll play this one. And we'll just play some Grand Prix. I mean, I'll try the online in between Grand Prix, but I'm not gonna go crazy over it. Ooh, a piece of candy. I'm sure if Bex was still here. She is, so is a piece of candy. Drop candy. Yeah, I just don't get that. Like, why even get that far? Like, why load me into the game and all that, and then just be like, oh, sorry, just kidding. Well, if you're gonna not work, don't work. Like, that's okay. I can take that, but... I just don't get it. It's such a tease. It doesn't need to be a tease. I know. I'm sorry, you know, to Bex, anybody who wanted to play online, you know, it's good fun, do. I mean, I can just keep playing for a little while longer and see what happens, but... At least we're getting some Mario Kart action in, right? What action it eventually is. I mean, all these Grand Prix are taking about as long as we were waiting for a race. Like, the last Grand Prix took maybe like 15 minutes or so, and like, we were waiting for a race for like the first 20 minutes. So, I mean, at least we're getting something out of this. What's that? This is, oh, sorry. For T. So, I know most people just say, not that there's anything wrong with this, you know, the basic black tea or green tea or chai or whatever. Like, I'm a little bit more... not out there, but my favorite tea is a lemon ginger tea, specifically from Bigelow's, but I mean, I'll take any lemon ginger tea. I don't know, why did I not? We should have held on to that horn for a little bit longer, but anyway. Alright, oh, I get it. 4th of July thing. When I was a kid, I always thought that's what 4th of July was. Like, I thought that was the day of the Boston Tea Party, and it's not. That was an event during it. Mario just took this look on his face or whatever. It's not, I mean, it does sound spicy. It's not like, how do I describe it? It's definitely not sweet, but it's not like spicy either. It's good. It's a good balance, I'd say. We gotta get first here. Long Island iced tea. Okay, I feel you. See what you're going for there. Or that right now. But does it really come from Long Island? I don't know. It might. Might not. But it might. This place is a little bizarre. Yeah. Bizarre humor. More right now. Three, two, one. Oh, alright. Long Island roast tea. I mean, I knew it wasn't tea. I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't know, like, if it was invented in Long Island back in whatever era. Long Island iced tea era, but yeah, I always wondered why it was called that. I thought maybe it was just a reference to the fact that the glass is, like, super long, but that's something else. Heyo. Hey, it's like a Star Fox game right now. Just trying to, like, bomb everybody. Find no bomb. Ouch! I just got bombed right out of the sky. There you go. Alright. Ooh, there we go. Uh-oh. What's your favorite recipe, Val? I don't really eat clam chowder, and I don't even know what the different recipes would be, but, I mean, I have a lot of friends who like clam chowder. I'm just not a big seafood person in general, let alone chowder. I know that's a big thing here in New England, the clam chowder, the lobster, and other words that we can put a fake sound at the end of. Personally, I never got into the chowder. Just like try to line that shot up and just go with the shot there. It did not work out, obviously. Did you ever? What makes it? I've had oysters. It's been a long time, but I don't know what's the specific Rocky Mountain oyster makes that a thing. Oh, jeez. All right, 3rd place. Maybe Dennis and Madison Kevin. Oh, that's a good question. As a fresh ingredients, I would say Kevin Mc. Well, see, the thing is, it depends on like what the environment is, because if you have like a house loaded with stuff, like in obviously like in Home Alone, then yeah, he's gonna have a pretty big advantage. You have a big advantage because he could set all the traps and whatnot, but like just like head to head like fist fighting, I'd say Dennis the Menace, because I mean he's a menace, that guy. I think they'd both be kind of bratty. I think even if you put Dennis the Menace in a Home Alone situation, I think they would be pretty close. But obviously, Kevin McAllister would have a slight advantage there because he's actually taken down real criminals. So a bratty little kid, well, it'd actually be a little tougher than you'd think, because kids would kind of know how it works. Like the criminals are always idiots. They're like, oh, let's open this door and just like trip on the Legos. But like the kid would kind of know the Legos might be there, so the kid would like avoid the Legos. That's just my analysis. Off the bat, is like, you would know your opponent better if you were your opponent. Like, they're very similar, so I could definitely see, I think Dennis the Menace would have the advantage because he's more of a menace regularly. Like, he's always doing pranks and things. From what I can tell, Kevin McAllister's not like a prankster. Like, he knew how to do his things, but I feel like Dennis the Menace is the more perennial prankster, so you'd be better at stuff like, you know, he'd probably like slash, well, not slash, but like he would like burst Kevin's bike tires with like jumping jacks or something. Like there'd be some property damage there. There'd be something personal. Kevin McAllister would have maybe the element of surprise on his head, on his side. I feel like Dennis gets a little bit headstrong. He would just kind of go in there with a, you know, balls to the wall approach, and that favors Kevin because Kevin dealt with the criminals who just kind of charged right in, and that's why they usually got what was coming to them. So it would depend. I think it would be a close battle, to be honest. Again, it just depends on what we're battling in, like what the scenario is. But all things equal, I mean, it's close. I feel like maybe slight edge to Dennis the Menace, but unless, if you're telling me like it's like whoever it is, like the French uncle's house in New York or whatever, you know, obviously Kevin's got the advantage there. But for the most part, I think Dennis the Menace could hang with him in most situations, I would say. So that's all I've got. Depends on how much, yes, yeah, that too. Because, yeah, he'd have the Operation, like, I forget what it was called, Home Alone or whatever it was called, but Operation Kill Everybody, like, that was the whole thing was, yeah, he could, like, set up a whole hardware store worth of traps in there, and it's like, I don't know. Freaking Home Alone 2 where they're chasing him through the park, like, yeah, he's got nothing, he's running scared. He's in the park. Grown men get stuck in the park. It's like, what? Like, yeah, grown men don't make it a night in the park. Like, it's a park. Like, I get your point, but, like, it's a park. Yeah, I'm not doing well at all right now. No, it is Central Park, but it just, to me, it's just funny the way that was, like, their big secret weapon was like, well, we got him now, he's in a park. It's not like I really consider those criminals the toughest of the tough to begin with. It's like, oh, well, grown men can. Some grown men can, just not you. All right, down by 5 now. Daisy taking a commanding 42-37 lead. But yeah, that's fair. It is Central Park, and that is New York. I've been to Central Park in real life. It's an alright little park. Our airship fortress. The fucking Dennis the Menace. The Wet Bandits are pretty much like, the old guy from Dennis the Menace, whose name I forget, was not really that bad, but Dennis the Menace dealt with the Wet Bandits, I mean, not literally them, but equivalents, like, all the time, from what I understand. He was quite a menace. I mean, he's not called a menace for nothing. The guy menaced people. Very menacing. Yeah, I mean, you can't sleep on Dennis the Menace. The Wet Bandits are also idiots. They call themselves the Wet Bandits. Sometimes the Wet Sticky Bandits. Like, they're not, you know, masterminds. Out. I mean, a Mario game. It might actually be the Bob-omb. I was just thinking about that as I drove by that Bob-omb. I'm like, yeah, is there like a more iconic Mario enemy than the Bob-omb or the Bullet Bill? I love those guys. There's one right there. The bomb right there. I mean, unless we're just talking like overall villain, then I guess I'd say Bowser. But as far as like the many disposable enemies you see, Chain Chomp's pretty cool too. I will say I've always loved the clever design of enemies in Mario games. Kind of like the evil toys come to life sort of premise. Although Sonic, I think, has better enemies, but the old games anyway. The old Sonic Badmints were great. The new Sonic enemies are just kind of whatever, but Mario's always had a really cool, just like disposable rogues gallery, whatever you call them, like just Bowser's henchmen. Goomba is iconic, but I mean, what does it really do? Like, I get it. And what any of these things do, but like, yeah, it's the first enemy you encounter in like any Mario game, and it's like the most repetitive one, which to me just makes them like the freaking, I don't know what, stormtroopers of Mario. But then again, I like stormtroopers, so I can't even say that. You know, they're just the goons. They're the hired henchmen. They're Goombas. Oh, I do enjoy Koopa. Yeah, Koopa Troopers are pretty great. Very iconic, too. I always love the way you can take the shells and just throw them all over and they bounce to the ground and everything. Like very creative game, the original Mario games. And, I mean, even still. I'm gonna lose this one. But then you also have the Paratroopa. You have, like, the other variations of them. With the fly. Well, that is the Paratroopa's the flying one, but like, it's so much more than just, like, you know, Koopa Troopa. I mean, there is Koopa Troopa, there's Paratroopa, there's a lot. Then you got Shy Guys, Sniffets. I'm not making these up. Except that Goombas are more... Are they, though? Are they? I mean, yes, Stormtroopers are notoriously incompetent, but at least they do something. Goombas just kind of waddle toward you and get killed. Like, I don't know. Oh, I won, even though I technically tied. Yeah, I mean... I guess just like with anything, you have competent Stormtroopers, incompetent Stormtroopers. Maybe there's some competent Goombas. There are winged Goombas. There are other versions of the Goomba. But to me, even the better versions of the Goomba are not much to, like, really get excited about. Oh, Robotnik. That's not even close. I mean, Bowser's a cool guy. I'm trying to think, like, what is Bowser anyway? I'm like, some giant turtle guy. No, Robotnik is, like, my favorite video game villain of all time. I mean, he's not just a mad scientist, he's the mad scientist, like, without a doubt. Again, that goes back to loving Sonic enemies, like, the design of some of the original Sonic badniks, the Caterkiller, the freaking Buzz Bomber, the Choppers, really all of them, they were so, like, clever. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, strictly video game, like, not... You know, something from a movie that got no video game, like how Darth Vader's in some video games, but... Hey, y'all, I'll take it. Job, and they fulfill how they're supposed to fight, and can fulfill under them as... Hey, yo! What do you really think? Alright, let's try this online mode again. Oh, we got right into it. That's a good sign, right? Yes, I have heard not so good things about the Stormtroopers, like what you just said. Alright, here we go. Online mode. Let the fun happen. I'm gonna join the next race, huh? Alright, I'll believe it when I see it. And when I do. Nope, I'm not! I'm not gonna join anything. Wow. Join shit. You could just join sitting on the sidelines and watching nothing. That's what I can join. Man, was that disappointing. Hey, yo. More disappointment right now. I did not have high hopes for that one, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I just did not have high hopes for that one. I was not Panic at the Disco having high hopes for a living. Tried to make $1 million, but I couldn't make it killing. Something, and I never had a thing. Had to have high hopes. I don't know why I had to say all that, but here we go with a little, it's kind of the ice-themed one here. A lot of icy-themed courses on this particular Grand Prix. A lot of them, actually. Let's see how that goes right now with the first race. Welcome to DK Park. 3, 2, 1, go. That's tough. I feel like I have to say Kratos, right? Not because Doom Guy can't, like, you know, really mess him up, but, like, isn't Kratos, like, basically immortal? Like, the only thing that can really kill him is, like, another god. Like, you know, Kratos, like, be close because, I mean, obviously, Doom Guy, if you will, you know, deals in weapons and everything, so you can just, like, shoot a bazooka at him from across the way, but Kratos is, like, pure physical strength, and he's got that Leviathan axe, and the chains or whatever, so he's got some weapons that can reach a distance as well. He's obviously probably the better fighter in terms of just going fisticuffs, but I'd say Kratos, not because I necessarily think Doom Guy is, like, weak, but I just think, like, eventually Doom Guy would run out of stuff, right? Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. There's the guys in the room for 2 hours. That's the thing. If I'm thinking about the games themselves, and I kind of suck at both, like, there's been times I've been stuck in a room in Doom Eternal for 2 hours as well. So, yeah, if I'm thinking about the games themselves, neither of them seem all that strong because they're always, like I said, I'm going to fall there. Neither guy seems all that strong when I'm stuck in the game forever, but in terms of their lore and everything, I would think Kratos would be stronger than him, but either way. Yeah, it would be a matchup for sure. I mean, Kratos is essentially the kind of thing that Doom Guy would fight, just a more strong version. Like, he's not a demon, he's just like a really strong, supernatural base character of sorts. If I even know all the lore of Kratos, because I'm not gonna lie, I really don't. I'm hoping that, you know, they said something about remaking the first 3 games. I'm hoping when they do that, it'll just be easier to understand. I don't know. It's been a while. I played the first couple games. Oh no. Oh, damn it. Sold it on a lap. Oh yeah, it would actually be a good fight. I'd watch it if I had to. I would. As long as they don't throw a couple of those enemies in from the God of War 2020 game. Ooh, watch out. Uh-oh, Kamek. Snowman! Snowman Hank. Oh, jeez. Ooh, here we go. Oh, that's right, they do get an expansion. I still gotta beat the main game. Same with like Doom Eternal. I think Doom Eternal had a few expansions. I didn't play any of them because I didn't beat the game yet. But when I do, 2029. Yeah, with that. That'll be pretty exciting. I'll be alright. Alright, well, we're off to the right start. Got an early win there. I enjoyed it. Now we go to, what, Starview Peak? Yeah, I mean, I've already thought about this for a few days now, the whole getting rid of discs, and I mean, what are we gonna do about it? People are complaining about it, but like, are you not gonna buy a PlayStation? Like, you're not gonna buy the next PlayStation because of that? Is the next PlayStation gonna have a disc drive? I guess it would have to for the older games, but like, I guess that would be a deal breaker for me if there's literally not a disc version of it. But in terms of the games not having discs, I mean, whatever, I don't like it, but I'm also not surprised. I'm surprised it lasted this long. With, you know, all the consoles doing this for now. I mean, like my console, the Xbox Series S, doesn't even have a disc drive. There might be a way to add one, but that's why the last time I bought an Xbox game on disc would have been like a 360 game in terms of like a new one. Like, I've never bought an Xbox One S or X game because if I buy them, they're all digital. I also don't play my Xbox nearly as much as the other two. No, it'll buy GTA, it doesn't go with a disc. Well, I mean, I actually don't know if it's coming with a disc or not, but that game comes out well before 2028. So, that wouldn't even be a problem. It would still be a disc for it if they're doing that. That's more of a Rockstar decision. If they don't, which I admittedly haven't been keeping up with that. I know that that was a thing that people were saying. And yeah, obviously people are going to buy GTA 6. Heck, even I might buy GTA 6 at some point. It's just not like a must-have for me, but... Oh, that's a shame. Well, that's what I'm saying. If the PS6 console does not have a disc drive at all, that kind of sucks. I mean, yeah, I guess if the games aren't disc, what's the point? But... if I want to play my PS5 and PS4 games, then you're telling me it's not going to be backwards compatible unless I just digitally play them, which is whatever at this point. I kind of knew we'd get to a day where backwards compatibility is going to be annoying as heck, but anyway. Yeah, that's way too much. $1,000 for a console. I mean, come on. That's like how much it is for like the, you know, when you couldn't find them anywhere, like the PS5, you know, they'd sell up for like $800 or $1,000 because people just wanted to find them. That was the bootleg price, not the real price. Like, you can't tell me it's the real price. Well, apparently it will be. I can see that. At the rate we're going, sure, because I think the original, well, the current PlayStation 5 is like $800 or whatever. Same with the current Xbox. They're both up there, so yeah, it stands to reason. I mean, there's a few reasons why I'm not, like, super excited for the next, generation of consoles, which still sounds weird to say, because I feel like this one just started, but, like, I'm not excited for it because this generation of consoles hasn't really done a lot for me. Like, the PS5 has had some good titles, but nothing amazing. PS4 is still somewhat relevant. So, like, I'm not jumping at the opportunity to buy another upgrade on the thing I already have that has been good, but not great by any means. And now you're telling me there's not going to be a disc drive on it. It's like, hey, what am I dropping that much money in for? I mean, obviously there'll come a point where I'll have to. That's kind of what's happened the past couple generations. Is like 3 or 4 years in, I'm like, all right, I guess I kind of have to get this current gen console because they're not making games for mine anymore. Even though I could have kept my PS4 and I still have my PS4. I could have kept it for 5 years essentially and only missed out on a couple games. But yeah, I do like my Astrobot. I do like a few of the games, Spider-Man 2, some of the games on there. Even Final Fantasy VII Remake I could have gotten on PS4. I think Rebirth is only PS5, but there really aren't that many games that I could have, like, only got on PS5 that were, like, must-haves for me. Sonic Frontiers was on PS4. I'm sure it didn't run as well, but whatever. Well, yeah, that is true, but that's my thing, is, like, it's 6 years old. I'm like, what big thing has it done? Like, I think, like, PS2, PS3, like, in their first few years, they had a bunch of games. And, like, forget about 6 or 7 years, like, it just seems like as the console generations go, there's like less and less going on. Like I can remember like N64 had like a bazillion hit games in like 3 years. I mean, of course, my favorite Sega Dreamcast had like a hit game every other week. The Dreamcast was only around for 18 months, and it had like about as many hit games as the PS5 has had in 6 years. It's not an exaggeration. Maybe it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but my point is like it just, I don't know. Consoles to me, I remember the games. Like years from now, I go, okay, this is what console had this game and that game. I've always said GameCube had a good start. Like, the first couple of years of GameCube were great, and then they kind of just got bored. It just seemed like they just kind of pumped out some Mario parties, and that was it for the GameCube in 2005 and 2006, at the end of its lifespan. And yeah, I mean, I get they can't make games as quickly, which, again, is another reason why I'm like, okay, then I'm just not going to upgrade then. Like, if it's going to take you 2 or 3 years to make this new game, I'll wait till the game's done in 2 or 3 years and maybe get the new one. Like, take me like 10 years to beat a game anyway, so I'll play 3 games in that time. Heyo. Alright, I got pretty well there. Alright, thing is that nowadays they need a year to develop a game, while to pay 3,000 people. Back then it's also a new game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. And I just have a short attention span, so that's why I'm saying, like, if they're not going to make a game, I'm not saying they have to make one every day, but if they're not going to make a game in a reasonable amount of time, then I'm not going to be in a hurry to buy their $800 console to play the one game that's coming out in a few years. What else you got here? 8 years is what I need to say. That partially comes from the density of releases today. Nowadays there are millions of games, and these are the lot of bad games are more visible. Well, yeah, that's true, too, yeah. And actually, I don't really... I don't know. There are still bad games, but I don't really... There are a lot of options. It's like the more options there are, the less options. Heyo. Final race, right now. 3, 2, 1, go. Ciao. Nice little detour here. Very scenic. Sonic. I think the Sonic fight a Lakitu to begin with, but I guess I would say Sonic. I've always said Sonic would destroy pretty much any Mario enemy because, like, Sonic fights robots, and his quills, like, shred robots. So, like, the cute little Mario creatures outside of, like, maybe, like, the Mecha Koopas or the Bullet Bills and some of those, like, Sonic's gonna destroy them. Just not even because they're that weak, but like one attack is just gonna blow them up. Like, so Lakitu is this little floating thing on a cloud? Like, yeah, bye-bye. Go ahead, throw a spiny at him. Like, Sonic is a spiny. Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna hit him with himself? Joe. Joe. That's a good one. I have seen that pose because, like, I know, like, I guess Robotnik and Wily have, like, some similarities in, like, just the robot design and everything. I'd still say Sonic wins it, but at least there you have a better matchup because, again, Mega Man is a robot, and, I mean, it also depends, because isn't there, like, a Mega Man X? There's a stronger Mega Man that I think could probably beat Sonic, but I think the regular Mega Man would probably lose. There's, like, Mega Man X, there's Mega Man, like, ZX, there's Mega Man with, like, the blade and everything. Like, there's other versions of Mega Man that I think would fare better. Although, even within Mega Man, he has, like, those other abilities he gets in the game, so I guess that also depends. Like, if he had, like, the Leaf ability or the Water ability, maybe, but if we're just talking base Mega Man with, like, just his Mega Buster, I think Sonic wins. I'm not saying it's not close, but I think Sonic wins. It's a good comparison, though, because as franchises, they are somewhat similar. I mean, you have blue protagonists fighting against evil mad scientists with robots. The music is somewhat similar, some of the kind of, like, driving tracks. Now, the gameplay is completely different, in my opinion. There's more of a slow pace to Mega Man, even though, yeah, I have not played a Mega Man game in a while. Classic or newer. I'll try this online mode again, probably for the last time, because there's only so many times I can put myself through this. Why does it matter? I'll pick anybody. Dreamcast. I mean, I know you want me to. I know which one you want me to pick, but I mean, yes, PS2 was around longer at all the sales and whatnot, but the Dreamcast. I keep going back to the number of hit games Dreamcast had in like 18 months. All right, well, see, that was an actual real internet issue, but no, I mean, friggin' Dreamcast had so many hit games in such a short time. Essentially, there were third-party developers for Dreamcast, but essentially Sega made almost every game on that console from, like, end of 98 to, like, beginning of 2001. They basically put out... Sega Studios put out almost every game, including the sports games. EA was not on Dreamcast. No EA games were on Dreamcast. Most of the big third parties were not on Dreamcast. Capcom was the biggest third party on Dreamcast. But... yeah, no, I always admired Sega for the way they basically just carried that thing. I mean, it didn't work, but damn it, they made some fantastic games that were, in many ways, better versions of the other games you had on other consoles, so... you know, it's not... you know, obviously I'm a big Sega fan, so I'm gonna say that, but honestly, I just think it's true. Like, I just really... I don't know. I love the console. I obviously have a lot of great memories with it. I think, obviously, PlayStation 2, you can't argue with it. Great quality console. I was playing Jak and Daxter in the last Retromania, and that's a great game, and we had a lot of great games on PS2, but... now, if I'm talking about the games, I mean, that is a good comparison, because both those consoles had legendary games on it. And I'm not going to look at either of these consoles, like PS5 or Xbox. I'm not going to look back at them and go, oh man, remember those 5 games we got? Like, Astrobot. That's probably going to be my favorite PS5 game when it's all said and done. I mean, depending on what else they put out. There's been some other good ones, but nothing that makes you go like, oh man, PS5 had some legends in there. Like, Ratchet & Clank was that game Rift Apart, was pretty good. Like, I mean, there are some. Not counting the ones that are on every console, like the Final Fantasy Remake games, Rebirth, and I guess Revelations will be out next year. So, I mean, alright, cool, but I don't know. Nothing that gets me, like, warm and fuzzy. Nothing that's like, oh man, that incredible classic came out on PS5. Like, alright, yeah. PS2, I can name, like, 10 times that already, and I know PS2 has the benefit of already having been a thing, but PS5's not exactly on its way, and like you've said, it's 6 years old. I mean, that's pretty much it. PS2, I mean, its heyday was about 5 or 6 years before PS3 came out, so, I mean, we're already past that point. So it's fair to compare PS2 from 2000 to 2006 to this current PlayStation. It's absolutely fair. I feel like PS5 had 2 or 3 years just to get on its feet. Like, the first couple of years of PlayStation 5 was just Ratchet & Clank, and that was it. Like, they re-released a bunch of PS4 games. That was all they did. It wasn't until, like, Ragnarok we started to get some original content. But, you know, that's whatever. I feel like that's going to be the next generation as well. That's why I'm not in a hurry. You know, PS6 is just going to be a bunch of PS5 games for the first year or two. I just realized about Moo Moo Meadows. I never liked Moo Moo Meadows. That's on me. I technically picked this. It's great free. What's that? What Americans say? Month? Oh man, I have to read this in a second. Oh, now I'm stuck in this area here. 4th of July. Oh, what? We should say July 4th? Yes. I've heard it's called July 4th, but yeah, generally it's 4th of July. I don't know, actually. I guess to make it more dramatic, make it more ceremonial. We're not just calling it the same thing. Today's not just July 4th, it's the 4th. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be weird to say any other holiday that way. Oh, it's Halloween. You mean the 31st of December? Of October? Heyo. Come on, got him. Take it. Yeah, that is a good point. I never actually thought of it that way. But I'm thinking about it now. Exactly that way. Next race. Alright, fine, we'll do another one. To Choco Mountain we go, and contrary to popular belief, there is not chocolate there. There's some muddy, powdery stuff which I think is mud, not chocolate. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Oh. I really do need the time to start better. I was just so excited by everything going on, I completely slipped up. Hey, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. See how I finish. Well, I reckon Mario is racing. Racing Mario. Ciao, shells. Shells by that. There you go. Hey, oh, take that. Watch out. Fun little stream, huh? We didn't quite get what we wanted on it. So let's say it's a 4th of July lesson, but nothing to do with 4th of July. 4th of July, the Americans did give what they wanted. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Got it. Ooh, another piece of candy. Man, like a typical American, I'm consuming a lot. There we go. Ooh, food. Pretty flavorful, right? Delicious. Toad Factory. Oh yeah, we do have those here. Not sure what flavor the white ones are. Red ones are probably cherry, and the blue ones are blue raspberry. Flavor is a white Skittle. I guess I'm gonna know now. Oh, I see what you did there. Ouch. Ooh. Should I do it? I got any questions? Yeah, bitch. You did a good job on this. There's no rule that people have to ask me questions during the stream, although if you're gonna ask questions, I like that they're actually interesting questions and not just like a burnt hot dog or a hot dog that's burnt. Like I don't really get some of those. Like those are good. Ouch. Those are good questions. You know, a lot of interesting conundrums there that were raised and certain substances that were discussed, and I think brought a lot to the table, really enriched the chat. But it's also, again, not a rule that I need to be asked questions during the stream. It's not necessarily an interview, but it's all open for discussion, and people can ask or answer whatever they like. And I find it interesting that Rem never answers her own questions. She's like, "Oh, do you like mashed potatoes or like somebody's corn in their face?" I'm like, "What? Why don't you answer that?" Like it's such a deep question, she can't even think of the answer right now. I mean, I wouldn't be able to either. I wouldn't know where to even begin with that. Hey, yo. What did I just drop on the floor? That's my question to myself. Bobby, what'd you drop on the floor? Wow, I'm like really running away with this too. It must be all these deep questions keeping my mind sharp for the game. Oh no! Yeah, see, that's a REM question right there. I really don't like any kind of like those other milks that they have. I guess almond milk maybe, but soy definitely not. Almond milk I can tolerate. That's one of those where it wins on technicality. It's like, which of these things that you don't like do you hate the least? It's like, okay, good job, Rem. It's so weird calling her Rem. It's just like her stage name or screen name. It's like, nothing I see her in real life go, "Hey, Rem." It just sounds like a word. I think it is a word. It's just like, what's her name? Rem. Rem what? Just Rem. One word. Favorite thing to throw on a grill? Probably a frisbee. Yeah. And I hate to be boring, but I'd probably say a burger, because it's like, I mean, steak is great, but like, I feel like I always mess up steak. Steak is so easy to mess up. Messed up burgers too, but burgers are like just the go-to thing. Hot dogs are good too. It's not really a least favorite thing to throw on the grill. I mean, yeah, something like ribs would be amazing if I was any good at making them on the grill like that. But say hot hamburgers, anything I can't screw up. Same thing as in regular cooking. It's like my favorite thing to cook, like macaroni and cheese. I can't screw it up. I probably would. Plus, the burger on the grill just tastes good. Like it's just, unless you just leave it on there too long and it burns, like Rem was saying earlier. Speaking of Rem, then yeah, the burger. The iconic burger charbroiled taste, which I'll be enjoying later today. That's an American staple. That's right. I forgot to watch. Well, I don't know what I would watch today. I usually watch like an Avengers movie for 4th of July. I don't know why. Maybe I'll do that when I get home tonight. All right. Usually like a Captain America movie or Avengers or something. Those movies are so long. I mean, I think I'm just getting older. I used to be able to watch long movies all the time. Now if a movie's more than like an hour and a half, I'm like, I don't really want to do it. It's not even that I don't have the time. I just don't want to sit through it when I already know what happens. It's like, oh, if I watch Captain America Civil War again, the other team wins. It's like, no. Like, so why am I watching this, like, what, it's almost a 3-hour movie, right? Civil War, it's a long movie. It's a good movie, but, like, it's a really hard rewatch, I think. Still, I mean, there's a lot going on in there and all that. It was great to watch it the first time. Because that would be a movie I would watch. That'd be a 4th of July movie, that like Infinity War or something like that. My only rule is that it has to have Captain America in it. Whether it's a Captain America movie or an Avengers movie, Captain America must appear in the movie for it to be a 4th of July movie that I watch. Although one year I watched the original Iron Man, he's not in that, so I just enjoyed the original Iron Man, though. That's an MCU movie to me that just aged really well, because it's not tied into the MCU. It's just the beginning of Iron Man. There's just some really cool moments in there, and it's, you know, it's not insanely long. Favorite comedy movie? Ooh. Like, ever? Or just, like, that's another one of those where, like, it depends on the circumstance. See, that's hard to quantify, because there's, like, comedy movies that are really funny, but then they're not necessarily good movies, and then there's some movies that have a really good plot and maybe light comedy, and then there's some that kind of have both. I think that's why I always enjoyed the original Adam Sandler movies, because they kind of had a little bit of both. Like, funny is, what's, like, the best movie? It's, like, funny and a good plot, but also, there's a lot to dissect there. I like the definitive ever. Ever. For some reason, winning that stupid gold trophy doesn't really do much for me. It's like, yeah, you ran through the races and beat some CPUs. Here's your gold trophy floating around. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try the online. Alright, favorite comedy movie. See, because there's some really good, like, you got, like, the Naked Gun movies and stuff. See, those are just, like, straight up funny. So, like, what would make it... Like, I'd say, like, School of Rock would be something that's, like, both funny and it has, like, a good heart, a good plot. Some of the Jim Carrey movies, like The Mask or Cable Guy. Actually, I really love the Cable Guy. People don't like the Cable Guy movie. I like it. I'm not mean Mario again. I think Mario every time. Favorite comedy movie ever. Happy Gilmore? I like Happy Gilmore. Problem is, you start putting ever in it, it gets a lot more pressure. Maybe Pirate Warrior. I don't know why that just caught my eye. Favorite Metallica album. Shit. I don't even know that many Metallica albums. You know, Metallica songs. Oh, Bullet Bill. I think Bullet Bill. Yeah, I'm blanking on the comedy movie thing. And I watch a good amount of comedy movies. I just didn't realize how weak this Grand Prix was besides Rainbow Road. I just wanted to do the last Grand Prix in the game. But, like, other than Rainbow Road, there's really just 3 mediocre courses, which is a little surprising. Usually the last Grand Prix of a Mario Kart game is stronger. This course is okay, but they're all basically grass courses until you get to the Rainbow Road. Yeah, this is Mario Circuit, which appears in, like, every game. Then the next one is the Peach one, which is okay. Yeah, that to me is a very weak lineup, except for the actual Rainbow Road, which is an amazing course. But I would have thought they'd put, like, Bowser's Castle and some of the bigger ones in that Grand Prix, or this Grand Prix, rather. Oh, you know what? I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's my favorite Christmas movie, Jingle All the Way. That movie's just got so much craziness going on. I mean, yeah, the plot's not the best, but that's one of those where you just gotta throw out the rules and just go like, hey, I have at it. There's a few movies like that where I'm just like, yeah, I understand the movie doesn't make sense, but whatever. But then we get into Christmas movies, and that's a whole thing. That's like a subcategory. So the majority of Christmas movies, I feel like, are comedies, like whether they're trying to be or not. There are some there's like Christmas action movies, which always feel weird to me, but most Christmas movies are comedies. Like, they border on comedy, or they're just straight up comedy. Home Alone, Elf. Like that genre just is very comedic. Like, Christmas movies are usually about, you know, some dopey main character or side character. It's something they're trying to do. Some insane thing that wouldn't happen in real life. You know, that's Christmas movies, though. Like, any other time, it'd be considered a doofy movie. But because it's Christmas, it's like, oh, it's heartwarming. You know, they're trying to save Christmas on a budget of $3.17. It's like, it's dumb. But it's a Christmas movie, so we like it. Like, that's, you know, I don't know. Like, a Christmas movie any other time of the year is just a dopey Adam Sandler movie. It's just like, oh, this is dumb, why am I watching this? But Christmas, we're like, oh, this guy's an elf from the North Pole and he's trying to save Christmas? That makes sense. Let's watch that. Obviously, it's pretty facetious. This comedy thing is really getting me. I don't even know what, like, my favorite comedy show is of all time. Like, Seinfeld, King of Queens, like, I like... Some of the best comedy shows also are not, like, amazing on plot. They're full of those moments of, like, how is this even happening? But that's also what it's about. And so many shows weave comedy in where it's like, is this considered a comedy or is it just, like, a regular old show? Whereas the shows that are more straight-up comedies, like Big Bang Theory or, you know, some of those, it's like, well, they're really dumb, but they're also supposed to be, so... there's no rule that you can't have both either. That's where the whole comedy thing, whether it's a movie or a show, kind of gets a little blurred. Where it's like, okay, like, is it the funniest movie? Maybe not, but like, does it have a good combination of things? Like, it's a tough balance. I mean, some of the Marvel movies are considered comedies, and just like the way they're presented, like Thor Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy movies. There's a lot of funny jokes in there. Some of those jokes go on for a while, so it's not like it's just a fluke. Like, they're real comedies. The newer Spider-Man movies, not so much No Way Home, but like Far From Home and Homecoming, those are more comedies. Even the original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire had a few funny moments, but you wouldn't call those comedies. So it's just funny how comedy finds its way into so many different kinds of movies. So we're just going pure comedy, or not pure comedy, but we're going with movies that have an element of comedy. I would say like Spider-Man 2, which again is not a funny movie except for the pizza part and some of the other parts. But yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one because I don't actually find straight up comedy movies all that good. Like, they're funny, but like, you know, a movie where they're just kind of spoofing like Paul Blart Mall Cop or something like that. Yeah, it's funny, but is it a good movie? It's succeeding and making me laugh, or like Naked Gun, like it's making me laugh. Airplane, another one, you know, just non-stop jokes. Yeah, that's great. It succeeds at that. But, like, how is it as a cinema? Because it sounds kind of hoity-toity, but, like, how is it as an actual story? Like, and that's where I get into the whole thing of, like, comedy movie or movie with comedy. You know, like, there are both. I feel like I never answered that question. I mean, yeah, I can pick the Sonic movies as comedy movies at that point. I mean, there's more comedy in those. And the Mario movies. Did you ever see Mario Galaxy, by the way? I saw that. I've seen it 3 times now. The first time I really liked it. The second time I was kind of like, not bored, but whatever. And then the last time I liked it again. Like, it was, you know, I still think I liked it the most the first time I saw it, but I can respect it now after watching it a few times. I like it. I still think the first Mario movie's better just as a whole. I think some of the bigger parts in Galaxy are better, but I think the whole movie is better in the first Mario movie. From 2023. That's all I'll say, because I don't want to spoil anything. Watch out! Okay. Okay. I'm more annoyed than anything by that. Ouch. Oh man, he got his revenge. He got his just desserts, or I got my just desserts somehow. Oh no. I got hit by that pretty good. Watch out again. Pirate Wario. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I hate when I throw an item or whatever like that, and it ends up, like, screwing things over for me more than if I just held on to it. Now that's a very good item to get right now. Make some progress here. Uh-oh. Ow. Cows. Ouch! Oh, no. Seemed like second place for me. It was second place right there. Not the best place, but not the worst. Probably just do a couple more races here. Again, it's been a fun stream. You know, obviously had some of the wind taken out of our sails here with the online issues, but I'm sure tomorrow the online will be working just fine, which doesn't really help us right now. It's still been fun. I appreciate everybody watching today. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this race here. We got Rainbow Road, and this will take us out as we, you know, let's see all of us, but our American fan base out there, if anyone's watching from America. Got some 4th of July action going on today, and the day's just getting started. It's almost 2 o'clock right now, and it's gonna be a good time. Watch out. Oh, jeez. Do all this to race to Princess Peach's castle stadium, whatever it's called. We do all this, and then we're on it for basically a long way to get there, and then that's it. But, I mean, that's also why I do enjoy the Rainbow Road Course from the sea, because you're driving to it, but you're also in it the whole time. It's like 4 or 5 unique laps of different things happening. Whereas this was 4 laps of us driving to it and 1 lap of actual Mario Kart related shenanigans. But that said, we are on the track now, so let's go ahead and enjoy it like this. Alright now. Ouch! Alright, that's not enjoying it. That's getting hit by it. Still just pushed right by there. Oh no. Ouch. That was painful. Watch out. Oh no. Okay, so this is not the last race, but still. Just a second. Got him! What a finish. I mean, I had like 4 chances to hit him. It would have been more sad if I didn't hit him. Still works out in the end. So that puts me at an advantage going into that last race with a 6-point lead. Just gotta obviously finish decently here, but as long as I don't finish in like 10th, we should be in good shape. Of course, now I'd likely just jinx myself, but that's a whole lot more right now. Heyo. Water so much, and it's because of the this is a 5-lap course, but I feel like this first lap is mainly spent driving through it. By lap 2, we're on Rainbow Road. So heading to it right now. Here we go! I forget if this actually starts it, or lap 2 starts after this little segue. Or not. I actually don't know where lap 2 starts. We're in 7th right now. 7th! Okay, yeah, there's the starting line there, so... Lap 2. From here on out, we are on Rainbow Road. It's 4th of July finale. Enjoy the fireworks at Rainbow Road. I feel like you can actually go fast enough to hit your own hammer. Like, you throw that hammer like a foot in front of you, and then you speed up into it. I mean, that feels like it's completely possible. I'm exaggerating a little bit. You throw it more than a foot. But my point is, it's not that far ahead of you. It's not a big thing. Watch out. Wow. Narrowly avoided that right there. Yeah, that's not gonna hit anybody. Yo. Burger Royale with cheese. I almost said Big Mac myself because I was thinking of the streamer and also the food, the Big Mac. But you're here just in time for the very last race of today's stream here on 4th of July. How you doing today, though? Thanks for joining us. It's funny you said that, though, because isn't the Royal with cheese like a European version of our sandwich? No, toaster. No, you don't need a toaster for a sandwich. No, toaster was here earlier. But either way, I'm not going to be here much longer. I'm actually seeing Toaster a little later for barbecue. Yeah, mentioned 4th of July. Big Mac, yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, wait, Big Mac? Big Mac's talking about burgers now? Big Mac is a burger. Right. Ouch, depending on your definition of burger. So even if I finish second at Toad here, we'll just see what happens. But even if I do, I'm still going to win the Grand Prix. 6 points top. Yeah, isn't the Royal, that's what I thought. That's why when he said Royal with cheese, I'm like, he's saying like 2 different things now. Yeah, that's what it is. I do replace one of them. I don't know, well, no, I do know why, because a pound is not a measure. No, it is, but it's not something you weigh things with in Germany. But it's just funny they move it to Royal of all things. Because Royal sounds like a Burger King thing, but it's not. In that case, it's a McDonald's thing. I think they call it something else, even if it's not. I can be called a quarter pounder. It can be called the delicious, the lecker. I do enjoy that. Freaking Donkey Kong robot just being on the back of that train like this. Just nothing going on there. Here we go, right now. Oh no, that's stupid little thing. Then a bunch of chain chomps showed up on the road. The rainbow road. Wait, what? Oh, I was gonna say, why am I like sinking so fast here? Gravity, am I right? Right about gravity. Oh. Ouch. That's not good. Just like anybody on the track, like relatively near here. Could be. Whoa. At the end of the day, yeah, there's people behind me, but they're way in the distance there. Those who don't celebrate living, hey, oh, man, Big Mac, not Big Mac. I keep saying, I keep getting confused, I don't know why. Blue the Turtle just not hold it back there on that shot. Hey, oh, that was something, huh? Alright, so we are up 57 to 48. Now, not up, that's the final score. Alright, fine, we're number 1 apparently. I mean, we're pretty high up there, I will say. Yeah, I appreciate everybody watching today. It's been a fun 4th of July stream. Went by pretty fast, but they almost all do, especially the 4th of July ones. 4th of July streams, like I said, we usually play a racing game, and maybe that's just the nature of racing games, that they literally go by pretty fast. But, it was a fun time, you know, again, sorry it didn't work out with the online play. We did try, and tried several times, actually. And and there were many, many, many communication errors, which was unfortunate, but hopefully we get that straightened out before the next Switch 2 online stream. And if nothing else, we had a great time playing Mario Kart World, like I always say. I took home the gold there, which was great. And in general, you know, I'm going to have a gold medal type of day, hopefully. I think America's still in the World Cup, if that's a thing. Rainbow Road returns. Didn't we already see this? Oh, these are credits. There are credits in Mario Kart World. This is how you see them. And that's how you see them leave. But right now, I'll be the one taking my leave. Again, I appreciate everybody watching today. Happy 4th of July. We will see you next time. And as always, stay chaotic. We're out.
Chaos. Blur. What